as I say, when we stand here like this and raise our arms, just naturally from the elbow so that this hangs quite naturally, we'll worry about this later, we're only going to move from here, just from there. So we have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, bing, 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 in a continuous motion, none of this. No driving nails, a complete continuous motion. Nothing stops, time doesn't stop. That's already history. Nothing stops. Everything continues going, and that's what we need, first of all, to train these arms and these muscles and your thinking to do that. Bing. Continuous motion, see? All right? Now, the basic 4-beat pattern. Let me do it. I want to use this pattern first and show it to you. The reason is this, that in studio situations, in fact, the way we are planning to make a living at this, and I'm still trying, in our business, there's never enough time to rehearse. Everyone is sight reading. So you go after a record date, you talk to some of the musicians and say, hey, what'd you think of that first chart? They're going to go, how'd that go again? Gone, it's history. They've never seen the music before, and they will probably never see it again as long as they live. Everyone is sight reading. There's never enough time to rehearse. Therefore, they're looking to the leader, to the conductor, for unmistakable signals. Underline unmistakable. That is your job. That is your instrument to give those musicians unmistakable signals. If you give them a wrong signal and they are in fact following you, it's going to come back at you that way. You expect them to play perfectly, you conduct perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. So that's why we're after some technique here and the understanding. Now the reason, getting back to this, it leads up to this pattern that looks like a ship's anchor with your hands is going to come out like this, counting like this. Here we go, it'll be like this. This is right hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now the reason for that, as I say, everybody is sight reading. There are many times in the studio when there's a problem with tempo, and you want to establish that tempo as solidly and as quickly and decisively as you possibly can. This is like painting a wall, and it's difficult to find an absolute perfect tempo. But when you do this, bing, 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 bing. See, every beat point landed right there in that same place. And I can just bing, 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 bing to a rhythm section. And they're going to spot it. Now, if the strings are playing something very legato, I can loosen up and be more expressive, like that. If something's going wrong with tempo, I can go right back to that other one, and it works perfectly. So it looks like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and bottom, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Every beat point landed right there, right here where 1 is. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now the idea is every player must know what beat you're on. If they glance up in the middle of playing, they're reading a lot of notes. Even if they look at you peripherally, if they glance up, they should be able to know exactly what beat you're on at all times. And if you have a good beat pattern, they're going to know what's happening. They'll know exactly what's happening. So you have to do that. So what happens here, this goes right across the old buttons, right down the middle here, because both hands are going to be active at the same time. And we want that, okay? So now your basic 4 pattern is that, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 with both of them. 1 and 2 and 3 and a continuous motion, non-stop. Now for exercise, I'll tell you what's good. It's good to practice the ands of the beats coming up as far as your arm can go, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's like any athlete or anybody. You could warm up like this. You could practice and stretch by that way. You don't walk that way, but in it helps you walk better. Right? Same thing. Another reason for doing that is a lot of people, when they get excited, they want something to be big and maestoso, they start going like this. Oh my God, they're going crazy. The point is, you don't have to. If you know what this feels like, that's plenty of baton, as it were. You can move mountains with that. And once you know how that feels, you see, then if you want to get into a situation musically where you want to conduct smaller, you know it helps it better. It's like I say, it's just like stretching the muscles. We want to train those muscles. So if you know what this is, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and notice when I go to the end of 3, here's 3. I don't go like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Because if I go 1 and 2 and 3, there's your extra movement. We're getting the elbows into the act. We don't want the elbows to get in the act like that. Okay? Now you can feel that stretch right here. If you really try to go like that without moving the upper part of your arm, I'm going to show you a great exercise. It's an old drum exercise. You can do this with a piece of paper, or some paper, or a small magazine or something, without creasing it. This is already kind of full, but if you just fold it over without creasing it and go like that, and then try to do this. Because the minute you try to get your elbows into the act, you know what's going to happen. Great little exercise, isn't it? It's great. It's great for training those muscles. Because this is an old drum exercise for learning the left hand. So they're not doing like this. They had to use their wrist. And teachers would do that. Just put a piece of rolled up something there. Now don't crush it, but don't drop it. Now do your mama daddies. And it works great for conducting because you want to be able to, as I said before, I want you to decide what moves and what doesn't move. You decide. All right, now there's a 4/4 pattern there. Then we'll get to this one easy, which is 1, 2, which is obvious. 1, 2, 3. It's sort of almost an infinity sign sideways, and you know, that sort of thing. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. We know that. Now we go to the other one. 1 and 2 and 3. So you decide what you're doing, right? Okay, there's a 4/4. Now the 3/4 pattern, you don't go inside your body anymore. It all goes out. It's 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3, looking like this. 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3. The other hand is 1 and 2 and 3, like that, right? Makes sense, right? Sure enough. I want you to visualize it there, and then once you get that continuous motion, the corner will round a bit. I don't want you, for now, I don't want you doing this. 1 and 2, like that. I want you to control it right here. Huh? Yeah. Then we're all together. We're all together. We all have the same understanding. Now that's 3/4. This is 4/4. I'll put it up here. 2/4 is based on this idea here. It would look like this. 1 and 2 and 1. Well, that ain't too cool. And I'll tell you why. Supposing we have, usually 2/4 time we consider like being pretty fast, generally. Or even cut time, all break, right? Means the same thing? You understand that? We'll get to that. Anyway, supposing you were on the side. You were musicians over here, and I'm doing this, and we have a very fast 2. And I'm going 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Everything looks like ones. You can't tell necessarily, because it all looks like a blur. Okay? But if I change this, look like a letter J. One side of it is forward, the other side is backwards. Okay? This way. But in other words, this is halfway up on the and. Capiche? Now if that's halfway up, now look what happens on the side. And 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and you always know where 1 is. From any angle. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. You could always find 1 because you see it. So we can modify this, you see, to fit this situation in 2/4. By the and of 1 going up halfway. So now we have 4, 4, which is 1, very slowly, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 3, 4 times, 1 and 2 and 3, 2, 4 times, 1 and 2 and. All right so far? Are we getting there?